was going to say I don't drink White Claws because I don't.
But
I would drink
do you just like not like them?
Yeah, they give me a headache. Malt liquor. I would rather I would drink a vodka White Claw or a rum.
You need an actual liquor-based seltzer, not
Here's
a malt.
Here's the thing. I need a liquor-based seltzer stat.
Stat.
If we were to start a liquor-based seltzer company, what would it be called? On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
I can't. That's too fast.
You're right.
I could think of something, but you can't do it that fast.
Hang on. Let's think of it. Let's. What would it be?
Something like Midwest, California vibes.
Yeah.
Homegrown.
Homegrown. That's cute. When my sister and I were talking about starting a duo band for like a hot second, we were calling ourselves. No.
Oh.
We were calling ourselves Exit Midwest.
Funny.
That's too long for an alcoholic seltzer.
Exit?
Exit Midwest.
I know, but I'm just thinking like exit.
What if it was Midwest?
Yeah, because I feel like people here wouldn't buy that. They'd be like,
what if it had the word lake in it? You know how many people would buy an alcoholic seltzer with the word lake in it?
I like lake.
Lakefront.
The lakes.
Can you grab
in Indiana,
a lakefront?
we're like...
What flavor? I'll have a strawberry lakefront.
Lakefront's cute. I like it.
Claiming it here. This is our historical document that we came up with Lakefront, the alcoholic seltzer drink for your next boating adventure.
Yeah, but what are we going to do if someone takes it?
Show that we came up with it today on Tuesday, October 22nd.
Yeah, we didn't trademark it. They're going to be like, okay, you said it. Cool. Doesn't mean anything.
If the judge that takes this case cares about us at all.
They don't. They really don't.
The A-List.
Welcome back to the A-List podcast with Allison and Alex.
I'm Alex.
And I'm Allison.
That was good. I went down, you went up.
Thank you.
Yeah.
What's up?
Well, here's the thing. We just spent the last 2 hours basically catching up.
I know.
So to summarize, I'm having a good week so far.
Same. Well,
you guys shot a video today. So all of you Fitness Marshall fans listening.
oh yeah, I'm very shiny
coming.
and also crusty because I've been wearing makeup for so long. So just like give me a little grace there.
Please be nice to Allison. She's had to be in hair and makeup all day.
Yeah, I'm so famous.
She had to film on the mountain.
And it's that time of year when the Los Angeles Haunted Hayride is happening.
So it's stirring up a lot.
And that's where we park
right.
to shoot.
Right.
And so it's very annoying because the lot that we park in is like a lot that the public uses.
Correct.
But they turn it into parking for the hayride. Right. And it's like you are supposed to get a parking pass to park where we do because it's the closest. So they make you pay extra to park there basically. And we're like, no. Like we're shooting here.
We're not doing the haunted
so we kind of have to like sneak in and like move like cones.
I love that.
So
yeah, because you're also there before those festivities start, right? And you're doing it again tomorrow. So this is just an annoying thing you have to do.
Yeah.
Question. Have you ever been filming and someone has been like, oh my God, it's you guys?
Yes, a lot.
Oh.
So
that's funny.
No, it doesn't happen every time, but it has happened like a lot of times because we've been shooting there since I moved here.
Yeah.
So sometime in 2021 we started because we were, I think, on and off there, but we did a lot on the old rooftop where Caleb and Cameron lived. So full time we've been shooting there since 2021. So however many videos that is, a lot. Not every single time, but probably
What was the decision on that? Is it just because it's like a good background and
good lighting because it's, not direct sunlight once it goes behind the mountain. It's free.
Yeah.
And it's
God, not having to do with studio lighting setup. That is nice.
Yeah. I think like the first time they did it in the video that Whitney Way Thor is in for Don'tcha. I think they went there just like
picked a location.
Yeah, because like when we used to shoot videos when we were on tour,
okay,
we would just like walk around and try to find a spot that looked interesting.
Oh, right. With like something in the background that was, yeah.
So I think that was the first video that they did. And it was in a different spot of the park or of the hiking path.
Yeah.
And that's the one where like I wasn't in it. It's Cameron and Whitney Waythor because Haley wasn't there either. They're filming in the middle of the path. Oh. And people are like, it's a really funny video because there's a man that comes and he doesn't know what to do because he wants to go around, but he like doesn't want to be in the way. And so he just stands there awkwardly for like most of the song. And then he like gets the courage to walk by and he just kind of like walks across.
That is funny.
And so then after that, he found the spot that we're in now, which is like a little bit higher. It's like a 5-minute walk/hike that we have to do, but we're off the path, so we're not in anyone's way.
Yes,
so that's correct. Also a thing.
Imagine like if your shooting schedule was public knowledge and fans came in and they were like, we're gonna go to this park to watch you guys film.
I mean, sorry, I just breathed really a lot into my mic, but I don't think that there's that many people, but I don't that care like in this area specifically. Yeah, maybe not. I don't know. But it would be interesting because sometimes people do stop and watch.
Like, oh, what are these kids doing?
And then they'll be like, hey, I love your videos. And then they'll be like, can we take a picture? Like sometimes people just like yell as they walk by.
Yeah. You ruined the shot. Thanks.
No, because it's good engagement. Like,
it is.
So we don't care.
Yeah.
As long as you don't like run up and like stand in front of us and like make us stop dancing, then but there's been a dog that's run up in the frame before and we've kept that in.
When you did it with Rita Ora, did she have like a bodyguard standing by?
No, she just had her manager.
Okay. I guess it would be weird. Like you wouldn't expect to see that. I don't think. Like I know who Rita Ora is and would know her if it was like I'm at an event, so my mind is thinking like I will see celebrities. But if I was like hiking and saw you guys, I wouldn't put together, I don't think, like, oh, that's Rita Ora.
Yeah, especially because she was in like athleisure.
Sure.
I mean, she looked beautiful because she's a star,
right.
But like she didn't look egregiously done up or anything.
She wasn't in a ball gown.
No, she was not. Yeah. And she didn't have, I think if she had a bodyguard, that brings attention.
True, good
Because like, why is this man standing there with like an earpiece in and whatever? Sure. So it was just her manager.
Okay.
I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, but we are filming tomorrow with JoJo, and I don't mean Siwa. I mean, get out.
Leave.
Right now.
Yeah.
Which is very exciting. Yeah. I don't know when the video will be coming out, so.
Well, if it doesn't come out on Monday, then.
Well, we have also shot 2 other videos.
Are you going to ask if it's okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
I will.
And then if it isn't okay, you would not have even heard this. So.
For sure.
That is exciting.
It is.
We need to pivot for a moment.
Yeah.
And pour one out.
Yeah, that's the first thing on my list.
So everyone here, this is a pop culture podcast.
Yeah.
Second to it being the #1 sports podcast.
And
true crime.
True crime.
But mostly it's pop culture is our passion, and we lost Biggie in the pop culture world, a big celeb, Liam. I was actually at BuzzFeed Studios when the news hit. So being in an entertainment building when something like this hits, it was intense.
Yeah.
And I think it was like, so it would have been on a Wednesday. It was last Wednesday. It's been almost a week.
So yeah, I was going to say like right after, the day after we filmed.
Correct. The day after we shot.
So like that's why we're kind of late to talking about it because it was literally the next day, and now we're a full week from that.
It's a bummer because it seems as though like he was very mentally unstable, and
it
does, like I saw today that it truly was a fall.
Oh.
He did not jump.
Okay. That's based on trajectory and stuff?
Yeah, that he was whatever he was on. Whatever was.
So I have that. So just in case you are unaware of this whole situation.
In case we are your source of pop culture news.
Yeah,
solely.
We do regret to inform you, if you have not heard, that Liam Payne of One Direction and of the music world died last Wednesday.
At 31
October
years old.
16th in Argentina. He fell from his 3rd floor hotel room. Yes, he was 31. I have a few things from different publications just
Okay.
for facts. The Buenos Aires police said that they found Payne's hotel room in complete disarray with various items broken. Packs of Klonopin. I don't know the actual like name.
Yeah.
I can't pronounce it, but which works as a central nervous system depressant. Energy supplements and over-the-counter drugs were found among his belongings, according to the AP. Forensics teams also reported that a whiskey bottle, lighter, and cell phone were retrieved from the internal courtyard where Payne's body was found. A partial autopsy showed that Payne had pink cocaine, a recreational drug typically mixing methamphetamine, ketamine, and MDMA, along with cocaine, benzodiazepine, and crack in his system.
My gosh.
According to a report published by ABC News. So that is something I saw. Lamar Odom commented, and he was like, that mixture like can 100% like cause hallucinations. He was like, I definitely hallucinated a lot when I was on stuff like that, like a mixture of those kind of things. And so he was like, it's very like could have happened that he was hallucinating and that caused him to kind of have the episode that he was having.
Okay. Because like there was a 911 call too, or whatever their emergency service call,
where they were like,
"There, like there's
they were like, this man is like
being erratic."
We think he's on drugs and alcohol, and we're worried because there's a balcony in his room. Which I'm also like, I guess like, what can you do? They could have sent security up there and tried to stand at the balcony just to like until the police got there, just like for safety. But it's also like, what's the protocol in terms of like being in someone's personal space if they're saying no, get out? Like, who knows what was happening? I don't know. And then also, does that make them liable if like something happens? Like, I don't know the protocol for a hotel or like a business like that.
Yeah, I don't know the protocol for that either, but I mean, I think they were probably following protocol, which was
call the police.
Call the police. We don't have the kind of security to handle this. And they had to have known he was a celeb, and that too was like a delicate situation.
Yeah. Sorry, my nose. I'm having like, hopefully I'm not getting a cold. I don't feel like I am. I think I have just like.
Well, you were out on the mountain. If the hayride is happening, that means like the dust on the mountain
I'm just having like allergies. Like, oh my gosh, because I've sneezed a bunch. I feel like I'm like.
Do you need to take a sec?
No, it's okay. I just like, sorry, everyone, if you see me.
She's crying.
What were we saying? Oh, I was about to say his girlfriend left the day before, 2 days before.
Yeah, a couple days before, I think.
Because they had been there. They had gone down for
Louis'
concert. Yeah. And he had apparently at the concert, because this was something I had seen some other podcasts talk about the week before, where he was at this concert and he was kind of being all over the place, and he was like standing and like, you know, he was like taking pictures with people and also like doing kind of weird things that the audience was like, okay, kind of weird. I don't know like what the deal was with that. Maybe he was just having fun and like people were just being, you know, judgmental. I don't know.
Right.
But then she had left because she was like, we were not supposed to be here that long.
I did see that too.
Yeah.
She was like, okay, I'm ready to go.
Yeah. Which I'm sure that she's like kicking herself for. He also has like a 7-year-old son.
Yeah.
Which all the boys of 1D, like in their statements, were like, we will take care of him and all that. Which I wasn't a 1D girl. Like, I really did not get into them at all. I don't know why. I think it's because they didn't dance. You know what I mean?
Oh, maybe, yeah. I was in a boy band at the same time, so it was like they were our competition.
You were like, they're the competition.
They're our competition.
Yeah, because like once I discovered BTS, I was like obsessed. Yeah. But that's because they hardcore dance.
Well, I feel like 1D was done by the time BTS hit the scene.
Yes, but like maybe it just missed me in a weird age too.
No, it had to have, because we were out of college.
Yeah, because like Haley loved One Direction and she's 4 years younger, so I guess
they were also so quick. Maybe? They were in and out. They did like 3 albums very quickly and they were gone.
Yeah. So I don't know. I miss them, but I also think if they were like dancers, I think that they would have been on my radar more.
They were all of them are such good singers.
Yes.
And musicians.
So I wasn't a 1D girl, but where was I going with this?
started by saying that the boy, all the statements have said they'll take care of his son.
Oh, I was gonna say like I got emotional reading them. Even like
I haven't even
I
read
don't
them.
have like a emotional connection to One Direction like a lot of people do. I was tearing up.
I thought Megan had already heard, and I talked to her when I was leaving BuzzFeed.
Was she a Directioner?
Not only was she a Directioner, but Liam was her.
Oh, really? Oh.
So like she, Jasmine, and Brittany were obsessed. They went and saw them at the Hollywood Bowl, like obsessed. And hers was Liam. Jasmine's was, say it with me,
Zayn.
Harry.
Oh.
Megan was like, couldn't speak.
Aww.
She was very, very upset.
That is sad.
It's just shocking.
This is a side note, and I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but because of this, so many clips of One Direction are going around on TikTok, especially.
Yeah.
And I have seen so many videos of, as with any boy band, the girlies think that someone's dating within the band. That happens with BTS, which like unconfirmed because like I see it.
I'm here for it.
With a couple of them.
I'm here for it.
I've seen so many videos of Harry and Louis, apparently, that people thought that they were like a thing. And like these clips that I'm seeing are like are not saying no.
But Harry's also never claimed to not like to be fully
he's
straight.
very like sexually ambiguous.
Yeah.
Or yeah. So I was just like, I'm getting all these videos for some reason. And it's like, okay, based on these clips, like I believe it.
And listen, let me tell you, things go down in boy bands that you guys don't even know.
No, I think we do know.
Yeah, you guys, things go down in boy bands.
Yeah. Well,
anyway,
sorry, I didn't mean to like segue too much from the story, but yeah, that's like the biggest news of the past like week.
That is the biggest news. And then we had a dodgeball game that night, and in his honor, we smoked the other team.
Yeah,
guys,
we crushed them.
The final score was 10-1. Now I'm gonna say we
played
really well.
Yeah,
but it was 14 on our team against 7.
7, I think.
7. Now for being 7, they held their own.
Oh my gosh, yeah, they had one guy that was like literally taking us out so fast.
So fast. It was like bam. It would be like 3 in a row.
And he threw it so hard, it hurt really bad.
It did. And tomorrow we have another game. Obviously, tomorrow for us is Wednesday. Oh my God, excuse me. Tomorrow we are playing Hot to Throw, who we played week 1.
Yes.
And we beat.
Yeah.
But it was close. And they are currently
they're gonna be
beating us right now.
They're
in the
coming
overall.
back for vengeance.
They're coming back for vengeance, and they were sassy. But this time, our team has gotten stronger every week.
Yeah.
We are going to be at exactly 14. You guys know I obsess over how many of my teammates show up. We have 17, and we have yet to have. No, wait. Last week we had all 17. No, we didn't. We had 16.
Were missing one. Yeah.
We were supposed to have 17. Tomorrow we have exactly 14, and if anyone calls out, and Allison, if anyone's late, it's going to be Allison, and not because.
But I've already said that.
She has already said that, and
if it is, it's JoJo's fault.
And if she is, it's JoJo's fault. But that's okay. Allison though is one of the strong players. So it's like if you miss, thankfully with dodgeball, if you're late, you just can't join in on the current game. But once that game ends, you can jump in.
Yeah, it's really just if I can park, because I think I can get there.
If that's all it is. Yeah,
I think I can get there if I leave by 6:10. I think that
that's true.
I think
because you'll already be like in Hollywood.
Yeah,
basically.
I'm over the mountain. Yeah. It just is like I have to get through Hollywood to the Grove area and traffic. I don't know what's like coming from where I will be coming from. So I think I could get there in a half hour. It's just like, can I park in 20 minutes, basically?
Right. Don't even try the small lot. I wouldn't.
Yeah. Just
go to the far away one. Even if you're going to be late, like I think don't even
it just sucks.
Don't even try it.
But
it does suck.
If I'm that late, no, because we're the first game.
Yeah,
no one's leaving.
No one's leaving.
Yeah, I should just go straight there.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll keep you updated on if I get to park.
So we're currently like doing really well overall in score. Seems like we might get a bye. Knock on wood. Yeah. I'm not going to jinx it, but the team is strong. We had a really good time. Oh, we have a team photo. Look at it.
Aren't we so cute?
Aren't we so cute? That's all. Well, that's all. We're missing Patrick.
Yeah, he was sick.
We are going to try. No, he wasn't sick.
Oh.
Allison, don't lie.
Wait, I thought he was.
No, remember he was like a work thing that he thought he would get finished.
For sure.
No, but we are going to, I was like, guys, I don't know that we'll ever have all 17 of
Yeah.
us. We have to do this photo tonight. And then if we get all 17, we'll do another photo. Because I would like to have Patrick in a photo. But anyway, that's
Still going strong.
That's still going strong, yeah.
I have a couple just like random things to talk about. One is the Disneyland price increase. And
insert biggest eye roll emoji.
Oh my God.
It,
So there's a price increase in general over tickets and passes. So our passes went up what?
$50 a year.
To $50 a year, or it increased $50 a year?
It increased $50 more for the year.
For the year, which is how much more a month? I can't do math.
Here is why
a couple dollars.
Yes, because what threw both of us is when we first got our annual passes, we had to pay a deposit.
And it was only $18 a month at that time.
Correct, because
and
the deposit was a big chunk. The deposit was a big chunk of the pass.
Yeah.
Then at our auto renewal, it just took the full pass and divided it.
Yeah, we didn't have to pay the chunk.
So for that next year, it was like, I want to say $31, $32.
Yeah.
Then it jumped. So sorry, it has jumped twice.
Yes.
Both years. So when we got our pass originally, I want to say it was $3.99. Now it's $4.99.
Okay. Now it was before like 42 or something.
Yeah.
Right. And now it's like
48.
Yeah. It's getting up there.
It's like getting up there.
The first year when it was 18, now I understand why it was 18, but like I was like, this is an incredible deal.
It is an incredible deal.
And increasingly as it's gotten more expensive, I'm like, that sucks. But it's also like, I love Disneyland. And so if I didn't have the pass, I would still want to go at some point to Disneyland.
Correct.
And then I'm at least paying $200 one time
minimum
for a ticket. And then I only have $100 more, or I guess now 200.
Yeah.
So I would have to go twice in the year.
Yeah, I guess. But if you're not kind of like parking is $35.
Yeah. But I would still, even if I went twice a year, I would at least want to go one time around the holidays, either Halloween or Christmas.
Right.
And probably one time maybe around my birthday or the beginning of the year. So I am still...
You're paying for at least 2 visits with our pass.
Which I think that I would do.
Yes, and we do go...
It's just annoying.
I think
like
they've
got to stop.
We've been averaging, I think, probably like 5 times a year.
Yeah.
Which is pretty good.
Yeah. The first couple years we were like once a month. Religiously.
Yes, because pandemic was still coming down. It was very easy to get a reservation.
Yes.
For context, though, so I know it's Disney, and Disney is not the same as Six Flags, guys. I know. But like, I am a Six Flags VIP Diamond Elite member. I pay $20 a month. Mm-hmm. I get 50% off of everything.
Yeah.
No blackout dates. Free front row parking. And I can go to any Six Flags theme park or water park in the entire world with this pass.
Yeah.
For $20 a month.
It's insane.
But with Disney, we can't go in June, July, and 3 of the 4 weeks of August.
Yeah.
Because we went the end of August,
and we can't go November or December.
Can't go in December at all. And we can't go like 2 weeks during whenever spring break is. Which is fine. Like, we wouldn't go to Disney those times anyway.
Because it's insane.
I mean, that's not true. I would go to Disney in December. I would.
Oh,
but like, because we have to get our Christmas Disney in now in November, which is fine. It's fine. Yeah. And we will.
So on top of that, which by the way, Disney's doing just fine. Like they do not need to increase the prices.
Just fine. It's
They've now acquired Hulu. They've acquired
Marvel.
Something else too, like streaming wise, I feel like.
Oh.
And it's like, you're fine. If anything, like, I know they would never lower the prices. Would they? I don't know.
I think if people revolted enough, I can't believe how expensive it is to go to Disney.
No, I know. Oh, yeah, a regular ticket. But now on top of that, we've talked about the Lightning Lane situation before.
It's still there.
It is still there, but they've added a line skipping park pass that you can additionally buy on top of your ticket that could cost up to $449. The range, depending on availability and like how busy it is, could be $129 is the lowest, but at the top could be $449.
Are you looking at Disneyland or Disney World? Because they are different.
Disneyland.
Okay.
Oh, Disneyland theme parks. It actually lists both here, so I don't know.
Well, here's like the little bit I know based off of what you're talking about right now. So Disneyland is going to be, the range is $300 to $450.
Okay.
It will cover both parks.
Okay.
Disney World, the range is what is the first number you said?
129.
Yeah, 129 to 400 something per park.
Oh, absolutely not.
Per park.
That's insane. So basically, this will allow you to be able to go to any ride and just get on the ride. So it's basically you buying a front of the line pass for any ride, which...
Is it any ride, not just Lightning Lane rides, right? I actually don't know.
Disneyland parks are top tier line skipping upgrade, whole new world pricing. Hold on, I'm going to read. The new pass at the highest tier of three Lightning Lane passes will be the only one that allows holders to show up without specifying arrival times, get in shorter Lightning Lanes, and ride. So I think
it is just Lightning
Lanes. Yeah.
So and that's right, because I was like,
you can't do Rise of the Resistance.
No, it does include that.
Oh, okay.
That's the thing. It includes Cars and Rise of the Resistance.
It doesn't do like Peter Pan.
That's what I was saying. I was like, I could see it being like, I might splurge on this one time.
Just to go on Peter Pan?
No, to go on any of those rides front of the line. Skip any ride in the park.
Yeah. Why? I don't know why it wouldn't be any ride. If you're going to make someone pay that much money,
that's what I'm saying.
It should be any ride.
No, it's just for Lightning Lane rides. And by the way,
crazy.
One time.
Oh, you can't go multiple times.
Correct.
If you buy it though and you go one time, do you get a regular Lightning Lane thing?
What do you mean?
So like what we do buying the $30 Lightning Lane edition, if you buy this $400 one and you go to the front of the line skip, are you able to then make a regular Lightning Lane reservation after you've done the initial?
So this pass negates it. You would have to buy the Lightning Lane again.
Okay. Well, here's the thing. Once this was announced, I went to the Facebook group of the Lightning the pass holders, and everyone was like, "This is insane!" And it's like, just go back to the original.
100%.
What was it called? I can't think.
Fast Pass.
The original Fast Pass, which we probably talked about before, but just as a recap, the original was you walked up to the line entrance, you took a number.
There was like a kiosk or something.
And it would tell you what time to be back.
Yep.
So it was an hour from you got that time. So if you walk up at 3 p.m., you take it, you come back at 4 p.m. and you give them the ticket and you walk on to the thing. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. It could be digitized for sure. It doesn't have to be a little piece of paper.
It's what they're doing right now with Haunted Mansion. It's exactly what we did.
Yeah.
That should just be what it is for all rides.
It really should. Like they're overcomplicating it, and
it's a money grab. That's all it is.
They're causing people they're alienating people, because not only is a single ticket to Disneyland upwards of $200, sometimes more than $200. Yeah. Then you are saying if you want, this, you can pay $400 more. Yeah. That's almost the cost of if you have the 12-person
private tour. Yeah.
Basically.
Yep. And that is the same as Lightning Lane.
Yeah. Because you can only do those rides once also.
A park hopper, by the way, in the summer is $249.
It's insane.
It's such an annoying money grab.
And they know that like people like us, like we are not going to cancel because it is cheaper for us.
Yeah,
and when
it's
it all
cheaper,
is said and done, if we're going at least twice a year, like it is.
Yeah. And it's like you said, we would go. Like we are Disney adults.
In the best way possible.
Yeah. But to an extent where like it is a thing that we consider part of like our living in SoCal is going to Disneyland.
Yes, but here's the thing too. They're doing this because people are complaining that they're not getting reservations for the Lightning Lane, and that's because they don't know your method. And here's the thing is because they haven't taken away the Lightning Lane as we know it, we're still going to do it, and we're still going to get on the rides the way that we want to. Yeah. And people are complaining about it, and that's why they're saying, well, if you are going to complain, you can pay this much more money, and then you don't have to worry about it.
Sure. It does remove the ever having to like worry about a time, right? But we have never had an issue with it.
No.
We're not ever, I think maybe a couple times where we've had to like actually wait. But when we're waiting, it's with purpose. It's like, oh, our time slot is in 20 minutes. Let's go get our coffee now.
Yeah.
Never are we like, wow, I wish I could just walk onto this.
Let's jump on single rider for this because we have the time. Let's whatever. Exactly. Like we are strategic about it. And I understand that some people don't like think that hard.
Right.
Or they're like not avid goers. And so they're like, well, we're going to take advantage of this. And it's like, all right, then pay $400. Like it's.
Yeah, we will never, ever be
But
paying
I don't think that many people are really going to spend this money.
Do you?
No, because the amount of people that don't buy regular Lightning Lane and are like, we're going to stand in line. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
I can't imagine. For so long with the Lightning Lane, I've been like, there's no way that they're going to keep this up because eventually everyone's going to be using Lightning Lane.
Right.
And every time we're there, I am still shocked at the sheer amount of people that are actually waiting in line for the whole time.
Yeah. It's the same thought I
and
have.
It's thousands.
And also, yeah, it is thousands. Like, it's the same way I feel about like when we did Knott's 2 years ago. People who are not spending the extra $80 to have the wristband that gets you to the front of all the mazes and all the roller coasters for Halloween. I'm like, you are going to get on one ride and go through one maze
They don't
tonight.
know that though because it's probably their first time.
That many people, their first time Knott's?
I mean, I don't know.
Who would wait 90 minutes to go through a haunted maze?
We've talked about this. We used to back in the day.
True.
But
never, ever
never again.
An $80 price difference? No, I'm planning ahead for that.
I do understand a family who's like, mom, dad, 4 kids, grandma, grandpa, like an extra $30 for all of those people adds up to a lot.
Sure.
So like I understand it in that sense. For us, like we're paying for our own thing. So we're like extra $30 for convenience and to be able to go on everything. You know, we're adults with no kids.
Yeah.
So like, you know, it's easier for us to make that decision, but it is wild to me the amount of people that I see still standing in
It's frustrating because we know Disney is doing okay, but beyond that, there is a method, and it's the original Fast Pass, where everyone could enjoy the parks and ride and wait and for a reasonable amount of time. Yeah. And
just make there be a cutoff time because that's what they're doing with Haunted Mansion. Like so if you like don't get in it at the time, they're like, we're shut off for the day. Yeah. On, you know, getting in to do the ride.
Digital queue. Like why can there not just be whatever?
We could talk about this forever.
Yeah, because it's really frustrating.
But I just think
because we are supporting it by being.
I know, but I really can't imagine how many people are actually going to spend the money on this. I'm so curious.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I am too. You know, we do have an insider we could probably ask too.
We do?
Yeah. Katie.
Oh, yeah. Because, the last thing I want to say about this is I want to look up how much it costs for the private tour.
Isn't it $10K? For up to 10 people?
I thought it was 12, but that's why I want to look. Okay. Because if this is the case, like, then just do the private tour.
If you have like a family of 10
or you have that many friends.
Yeah, because also, so I did a lot of research on this because I was like, what would it be like really cost to do this one day? Seems that the standard is to tip your guide $100 per hour. Okay. So add that into it too. If you have like a 6-hour day with them or whatever.
I actually think that I'm going to be debunked on this because this Reddit thread said ranging from $500 to $800 per hour. So that would be way more.
No, it wouldn't. That's correct.
Oh, because
the tours are only 6 to 8 hours.
So we're saying you said $10,000.
I said $10,000, and it's like up to 10 people,
which is $1,000. So I guess it is double what they're saying.
It is
what they're saying. So the highest range of this Lightning Lane Extreme Pass.
If you're paying for tier 1 ticket, which is $249 plus this Lightning Lane, so that's $6 something. That's $6 something. So you're like $400 shy of just being on a private tour.
Which at that point, like, just save an extra $400 for when you want to go and just splurge because
private tour walks you right on. You get priority seating everywhere.
You can go dine wherever you want to dine.
And people are everyone watches you. They're like, who are they?
I want to do it and wear like a baseball cap and big sunglasses and pretend I'm like really like an A-list.
But wear like all active booty wear.
For sure. I will say,
Gwen Stefani and Blake Shelton were not hiding their faces, but I guess
I honestly think that most celebrities that go there are not hiding because they have the luxury of the private tour and probably bodyguards if they're that big. That like they're like, what's going to happen at Disneyland?
Yeah, true.
Nothing. Okay, anyway, that's the end of that.
There's our Disneyland corner.
Well, on that note, it's not at all the same, but
Love that.
I sent you a TikTok this week of this guy saying that there are tunnels under Los Angeles for celebrities. And there's a Starbucks that they go to. And who did he say? He was like, almond milk latte. Iced almond milk latte.
Yeah, it was Steven Spielberg.
That's like, his coffee order.
Almond milk latte.
And this man is like, I worked there, and there are highways under LA that are just for celebrities for them to get around. And honestly, maybe, but also... You talked to our friend Megan, who worked at the Hollywood Starbucks, and she said that wasn't a thing.
She was like, I don't think this is real. Also, I do think, because Megan was so highly revered, is that the word?
Mm-hmm.
Highly revered as being like one of the top performers at the store with, listen to me when I say this, everyone. Megan worked at a Starbucks on Hollywood Boulevard that had the most incidences in the entire U.S. for Starbucks.
Yeah.
There were axe-wielding people
coming into her store.
There was always a
police officer there.
It was the most intense place ever, and she worked there for 6 years. Anyway, I think that she would have been recruited for a place like that.
Yeah.
An underground secret, because she was so good. Is so good at her job. I think she would have known.
I think it is known that there are some type of tunneling under Los Angeles, because I went down a little bit of a rabbit hole.
Yeah, like people coming, like celebrities coming out of them for premieres and stuff. Like
no, I think it was for infrastructure long ago that is not used anymore. Let me see if something comes up quickly. Under Los Angeles, there is a labyrinth of tunnels stretching 11 miles under the city. These tunnels were first constructed in the Hill and Bunker Street areas at the beginning of the 1800s. The reason the tunnels were originally constructed was to ease the traffic that Los Angeles was experiencing. Well, why don't we use them now? Because
it's all a conspiracy from the big oil tycoons for gas prices, and anyway.
Okay, that's fair.
Well, the point is, it's fun to think about.
Yeah.
But until we get Steven Spielberg on this podcast, we can't ask, so we don't know.
And when he is, it'll be the first question.
100%.
What's your Starbucks order? And if he says iced almond milk latte, like, we'll know that random man was telling the truth.
We'll just wink at him and he'll be like, what? We'll be like,
iced
we get
almond
it.
milk latte.
That just reminded me, did you see the SNL sketch from this past week?
Maybe.
It was the TikTok sketch.
Go on.
So it's just like...
Is it the TikToker that is now on SNL, which is wild?
No. The sketch was like as if it was a first person, like someone on their phone scrolling. They're texting, and then they open the TikTok app and they're scrolling. So it's like the SNL characters, like actors, reenacting.
I did not see this.
So like one of them is acting like Alex Cooper. What is up, Daddy Gang? You need to watch this sketch. It is incredibly spot on and so funny.
Okay.
And it's got Maya Rudolph being Kamala Harris.
Yeah.
And like just hope,
she's
and
so
then
good at
it's
that.
just like someone scrolling, and the videos are all like you would recognize the references.
Yeah.
And it's really funny. I was like, oh my God, is there going to be a Fitness Marshal one? Like I thought it was going to happen. It felt like it was coming.
That'd be funny though. Okay. This is a interesting conversation.
Okay.
I saw this, speaking of TikTok, I saw this person make a TikTok that was funny, and it was like, you know, the sound that is, you got 30 minutes or whatever.
No.
I think it's from a reality show from forever ago. But it was this guy being like, the kidnappers, when the kidnappers don't realize that all my friends have my location, and they're on their way, basically, to come find him.
Okay.
And I was just thinking, because like we both have a lot of our friends on Find My Friends.
Yeah.
And we know where we are. But like, at what point do you know that I'm in distress and you need to come find me? Like, where would I have to be that you would be like, that's weird. She would never be there. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, it's funny. So I was texting with Karina, who was on a plane to Hong Kong. And I was like, hey, how's the flight going? And she was like, good. I had to text my brother because he checked my location and it looked like I was on an island. So he was checking to make sure I was okay.
Yeah.
So it's like that. It's like...
She didn't tell her brother she was flying to Hong Kong.
He forgot like when she was leaving. But I was like, oh yeah, that would be wild to like open and see. Cause like I checked your location even today. It'd be like, how long is it going to take Allie to get here?
Yeah.
I think if it seemed like you were in a suspicious location
and I wasn't answering.
Correct.
Yeah. But what would you, cause normally like, yeah, we will look at Find My Friends and be like, or at least I will. I'll be like, where's everyone at tonight? And I'll just like look at the map.
It's the same as like scrolling TikTok. You're
yeah.
like, where are my friends?
I just like, what's everyone doing? And if I saw you were in the Hollywood Hills, I would be like, cool. If I saw you were...
Did you see me at Erewhon today?
I didn't look today, unfortunately. Okay. If I saw that you were in Big Bear, I'd be like, weird he didn't tell me he was going to Big Bear, but like he loves Big Bear. But that's what Woods.
Right, but it is weird that I wouldn't.
But I wouldn't be like,
you.
I wouldn't text you and be like, what are you doing in Big Bear? Like,
Why the fuck are you in Big Bear?
I'm not that kind of person that looks at the map of people and then texts them being like, are you having fun?
Unless in this situation like you're talking about.
Yeah, but I'm saying if I saw that you were in Big Bear, I'd be like, that's weird that he didn't tell me he was going to Big Bear, but that doesn't seem weird because like he loves Big Bear.
Right, but you would have caution, I would think, that you wouldn't be aware. Well, how long is he going to be there? Like we were supposed to shoot the podcast tomorrow, you know?
Yeah, that's fair. But like my initial thought wouldn't be
that's
like
a weird place to see
I'm going to text him and be like, are you okay? I see that you're in the woods of Big Bear.
But in the current state I'm in, I would hope that you would text. If you saw that I was in Big Bear.
Without telling me.
Without telling you, in my current state of being.
Yeah, for sure.
I would hope that you'd be assuming I was there to take my last breath.
Okay, noted. But like for me, like the middle of the desert, like I don't want to be there. So like that's like something.
Oh right.
For you to be like, she doesn't like the desert. Like she didn't go on a quick, adventure to Joshua Tree to like,
She didn't have fun in Oregon by herself.
To go like climb on the rocks.
That's not you. You're not doing
I wouldn't be doing that. So that would be like, if I didn't tell you I was going there, that'd probably be like I should check on her vibe.
For sure.
I don't know. I just thought it was the TikTok was funny and because I can't.
Did you send it to me? I do want to see it. Join the guest Wi-Fi if.
Excuse me. Oh my gosh, my TikTok.
So vulgar.
All right. Well, I feel that we should just move on because I can't find it.
What was the conversation you were trying to have though? About it?
I just thought it was interesting. Like,
that Find My Friends location. That's when you're doom scrolling later, will you send it to me?
Yes, I'll try to find it.
Okay,
your internet just sucks right now.
Well, it's currently off.
I have a article to read you that the title says K-pop star condemned for being seen kissing someone.
Boy kissing boy, girl kissing girl?
I don't know about that. Let me get to A K-pop star was photographed kissing a woman. Fans decided he should be fired for it. Almost a year after photos of a member of the band Rise.
It's probably spelled R-Y-Z-E.
R-I-I-Z.
Okay.
He was suspended for kissing a girl because the fans feel that their idols should have wholesome images.
I'm sorry, but these girls are touching themselves thinking about these boys.
For sure. But they don't want them to they want the fantasy to be like, this could be my boyfriend.
Oh,
which is the K-pop like
that is the
thing.
The K-pop fantasy.
BTS has really actually figured it out and they've been like, no, like, sorry. They still aren't public with their relationships. Like, I'm sure that some of them have been in long-term relationships, might even be, people think that RM might be married.
Oh, RM.
Maybe Jin. He's older. Like, he's, probably ready to be married.
Yeah, well, he did his time in the army.
Yes, J-Hope just actually got out. So 2 of them are out now.
Jimin's not out yet?
No, Jimin went in later. The rest of them will be out sometime next year.
And then will we have a BTS resurgence, you think?
Probably. But I think like musically they've done a good job of being like, hey, like we have sex, especially Jungkook. Like I feel like all of his music recently has been like, I'm getting it in
3D.
3D. It was 3D.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah, 7 days a week. I'm getting
I'll
it
be
in.
effing you right.
Yeah. So like they've done a good job, I feel like, of spreading the seed,
like,
if you will, to be like, when we come out with our girlfriends, boyfriends, whatever, don't be surprised because we've been telling you that we've
been telling you
doing it, basically. So whatever. But this more of this article says he was banished for almost a year from his boy band Rise amid backlash over leaked photos showing him kissing a woman when he was a trainee. Behavior considered unacceptable by some fans who expect their idols to remain single and have wholesome images. When the South Korean entertainment company behind the band SM Entertainment tried to bring him back to the band earlier this month, fans still were not ready to forgive him, sending white funeral wreaths to the company's headquarters in Seoul and organizing online campaigns and protests.
That is wild.
What? Oh, insane. Like, come on. But so that's what.
Is it the same management company as?
No.
Okay.
I think it says, I think leaving this team is the best decision for everyone. He said, oh, he's 21. I don't want to cause more confusion or hurt the fans. And I don't want to cause more harm to the members or the company. That's just such a wild concept because celebrities here, like, we are obsessed with who they're dating. We're like,
yeah.
Oh, those two actors are dating, like, because they were in this movie together. Yep. Like, we're still talking about whether Kate Winslet and Leo are meant to be, you know? So, like, our culture here is like, we want to know who you're dating. We want to see the pictures. We're in on it. We're like pro.
Show me to me, Rachel.
But on the other hand, we are still like lusting for them. We're like, Leo's so hot. In Titanic, really. But like we have both sides. We're like, we think that they're really attractive. We have the fantasy of like, it'd be nice to, you know, if they wanted to date me, like we have that whole like, you know, book romance type thing. But then we're also like, oh, they're dating each other and that's fun to learn about and to follow their journey of dating. So it's such an interesting dynamic of.
It is. What a difference.
Yeah. And like, I feel bad for them. Like, they just want to love. They just want to be in love with their friends. What? No. They want to be in love with their...
I want to be in love with my friends.
Yeah, everyone, I know you do.
Let's get naked in the woods together.
Here we go.
What?
Okay, can we try the speak pipe?
It's almost finished.
Oh, okay.
So it might not work.
Do you have anything else to talk about? I know you don't care, but Brianna Chicken Fry and Zach Bryan have broken up.
Who?
So, you know who Zach Bryan is, the musical artist? He's a country singer.
Zach Bryan.
Mm-hmm.
Zach Bryan. Yes.
Okay, so he's been dating influencer. Her name is Brianna LaPaglia.
Oh.
But her, like, online presence is Brianna Chicken Fry is her, like, user name. She works for Barstool. She has a podcast with Dave Portnoy and another boy.
Okay.
And then she has
the one you've shown me.
Yes. Yeah. And then she has a podcast with her best friend called Plan Brie. And they've been dating for like, I don't know, the last year or so. And the fans have hated her for it.
Oh, wow. Okay.
His fans, I guess.
Rude.
And I don't know, all of a sudden they broke up and he posted it on his story without telling her. So
I saw her video.
Yeah, they broke up like...
She was like, I didn't know he was going to post
2 days ago or something. And she thought it was just going to be like, hey, give me a little time. And then he like reactivated his Instagram, posted this story saying we broke up. And she woke up to seeing that, all the people texting her and people tagging her in stories and stuff being like, what the heck? And so she made a video where she was like, I am blindsided by him putting the news out there. So, like, I'm going to, like, take some time for myself because I was planning on, like, suffering in silence for a little bit and not telling anyone while I got myself together. And then I would talk about it.
Damn.
But that's, you know, big news in the...
I did see that on my FYP.
But you didn't know who she was.
I didn't. I was like, oh. I didn't actually even finish the video.
Did you see her crying and you were like, what's this girl crying about?
She was like, it was her being like, hey, so I didn't know that Zach was going to post that video. And then I was like, okay.
I'm dying that you like saw something that you had no context for.
Yeah, nothing.
That's so funny.
It's because of me. It's because I'm
me.
a product of the people I'm around.
Yeah.
So it's really you.
And I'm following, like I watch both of her podcasts.
My For You page is literally just Fitness Marshall, someone's podcast, some sort of gay thirst trap, conspiracy theory, JoJo Siwa. At
oh my gosh,
someone's
there was
concert.
a conspiracy about JoJo this past week.
Another one?
Because she hadn't posted in a few days after she said that Beyonce thing. And people were like, where is JoJo?
She was at someone's concert recently. Was it Olivia?
Meghan Trainor.
Meghan Trainor.
Why do I know everything about her?
You do know everything about her. And it is wild
I don't
that,
mean
first
to,
of all,
but I
she
think
was
it's
in the
just...
stands.
Yeah.
And second of all, like, dancing as though it was her show.
She was not watching at all.
No.
She was doing the TikTok choreography to Made You Look. And she was not paying attention for 1 second.
Honestly, I love it.
But yeah, there's just something about, I just like love the lore of whatever's happening with her. Like she is such an enigma to me that it's like, I have to know what's going on with JoJo.
And it's like, she's also very like local to us. Cause like her studio, we drive by it often, anytime we're on Magnolia.
Yeah.
I have literally seen her. I saw her when she first got her license, driving her convertible with her head all over it, parking at the Ralph's here in North Hollywood. Yeah. With her mom. It's just like, she's just like here.
Just saw a video of her saying that she was like taking her girlfriend. She's spending $30,000 to take her girlfriend on like a birthday trip or something. Like she just
nice.
Shares a lot.
Yeah.
And how she was like, before she was with this girl, she was like flying people out to like go on dates and spending thousands and thousands of dollars. And get it, girl, but also like maybe like don't talk about it.
What a top.
What do you think of her photos?
With the like bulge?
Yeah.
Kind of hot.
She looked great.
She did.
To be real honest, like she looked good. And I didn't know why people were so annoyed at it. It's just like anything she does, people hate.
Correct, yeah.
I didn't have a feeling. It's just like a photo.
Yeah. Like to me, it was like arts. It's like if Gaga did it, no one would bat an eye.
No impact on my life.
No.
She looked great. She made a comment that it was like equivalent to Harry Styles with his skirt on Vogue. She was like, it's no different than Harry Styles.
I guess, but like a skirt isn't showing your genitalia. But
it was just like a gender bending thing. Like he wore a skirt. She's like looking like she's wearing a jock strap, like she has a penis, and like
she's got a little package going on.
I just don't care. Like neither of these photos affect my life. I see the photo and I'm like, your makeup and hair is on point. You look good. Get it. And I'm keeping it moving. I do not care.
Right.
So it's weird to me that some people are so like pressed on what photo she's taking.
I agree.
Okay, so we have 2 speak pipes. One, Victoria, we got your speak pipe, and we both need to do our research in order to answer your question. So we're going to save yours for next week, and we're going to come back to it.
Yes,
so just know that we got it, and we will do that.
We're on it.
And for everyone else, you're just going to have to wait until next week. This is a secret between us and Victoria. Yeah. And then next we have Emily.
No, hold on. That's crazy.
What?
So,
wait,
like
oh my God, I already pressed it. Yeah.
It's okay.
But it's not playing, so.
Hey Queens, it's Emily again. Wanted to update regarding starting uni, and I'm so happy to say it's been going so well. I took on both of your advice and I've been loving it. And to be honest, the age thing is such a non-issue, so yay! I've also been trying to hold my peace with the Chapel Roan photo thing, and I can't hold my opinion any longer. I believe that people who are famous or want fame don't reserve the right to only pick and choose the parts of fame they want. I think that all jobs are the same in the fact that you have the good and the bad, and sometimes it might make you a little uncomfortable, but you have to deal. Of course, if it's a violation of rights or safety, that's a different issue. But on the whole, suck it up because you're famous because of your fans. On another note, I wanted to ask about burnout. I have a heap of family things that I deal with daily, working 2 jobs, doing uni, and trying to keep some level of fitness with netball and ballet, but I'm burnt out. It feels like there is no end to this, and I won't have time to rest, which is contributing heaps to the burnout. Do you have any advice to get through this time more effectively than collapsing in bed at the end of the day? As a final note, I wanted to say how much I love the podcast. It has become my uni podcast as I have to travel over an hour each way to uni, and
Oh
I
my
listen
gosh.
every time I drive, and it makes the journey so flippin' enjoyable. I also want to ask if you two would be interested in doing an Australia pop culture quiz to expand your knowledge horizons, and if so, I would love to send you one I have made. Sending lots of love across the sea, and I can't wait for the next episode. Bye.
Okay, first of all, send the Australian
Yeah,
quiz
of
our way.
course. We would love to do
Absolutely,
that.
Emily.
I also have to say I love
I just
I just love when Australians say heaps. It's so cute.
Yeah. Uni, love that.
Heaps.
No, this is crazy because when I was setting up the podcast right before you got here, I was like, we haven't heard from Emily in a while. I wonder how university is going for her.
Wow.
That's crazy.
That, you know what?
Emily,
Alex has really been connected to angel numbers and
the universe and I.
the universe
we're in,
right now.
There's some synchronicities happening in my life.
Because she sent this today.
No way.
Yeah, 6 hours
Emily,
ago.
I knew it was coming. I felt it. I knew it was coming.
Yeah.
So first of all, glad to hear it's going well at uni.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Can't believe you drive an hour each way. I mean,
Yeah, I
I
mean,
guess we live in LA. Everything's an hour away.
Yeah, I would have driven 45 minutes if I
Lived at home.
lived at home.
Sure.
So close.
Okay, so first was burnout, right?
Burnout was the biggest question.
Oh, you touched on Allison's favorite subject with this Chapel Roan.
Yeah, and actually, I was about to say this week after listening to someone else talk about it, I do think that if you're going to be in the entertainment industry, like there is no way around negatives that come with the positives.
Sure.
There is just like it's impossible to like only participate in the good things because the bad things like will just inevitably happen.
You will probably be invited to a Diddy party.
But there's a podcast I was listening to that kind of opened my eyes a little bit.
Okay.
And it was just like, if she needs to do what she's doing to preserve her mental health, we can't raise people up that are putting their foot down to try to change the landscape of how everything has always been.
Okay.
And try to make it a more positive place for mental health and stuff like that. Like we can't praise people who are actively trying to do that and then be upset at people who like Chapel Roan who are being like, no, I'm actually just doing what I want to do. And like,
interesting. Okay.
and
yeah.
I'm not doing this because I don't feel safe to do it, or I'm canceling this because I am actually going to off myself. If you make me go do this concert, like I am not going to be okay mentally. And like, that's her cry for help that she's saying like, I can't do it. Yeah. And like, if you make me, it's going to make me worse. Because when someone in the industry like does overdose or does, harm themselves in some way, everyone then goes back and goes, what were the signs? Like we had no idea, like all these things. And it's like with her, she's actually being like, my mental health is suffering and I can't do this. So I have come around a little bit on like, she has the free will to do a show and then the next day not do a show. Do I think that for her longevity as a artist, like if you continue to upset your people who have paid money to see you, next time the people might not buy that ticket. And like, you have to be okay with that as a touring artist to be like, I do have the free will to cancel a tour or cancel a show, but I have to be okay with the fact that I might lose a paying customer for the next show. And if she's okay with that, then do your thing, girl.
Yeah, I think that she
I feel like
probably
I've come around a little on it. Do I love the like maybe the way she's delivered some of her feelings on it? It's a little abrasive, but like again, it's not like harming me as a person.
Yeah.
So like whatever.
And I get there's levels, and I hear Emily.
Am I wrong for that take?
For what?
I don't know. Like, do I make sense? And like, is that something you agree with, or do you disagree?
I think there's a middle ground.
Okay.
I think it's like Emily's point is like, if this is the job that you've chosen, it comes with these things.
Which was my initial
correct.
feelings.
And
yeah.
I think that there is a level of that, and then there also is a level of, like you said, like championing for changing how things have been because it is a machine, especially the music industry.
Yeah.
And we've treated these artists like they're gods and that they don't have human emotion. And look what has happened to our queen, Britney Spears.
Yeah. And almost all of these big touring artists, sorry not to like cut you off. I feel like most big artists, we can look at their lives and be like, oh, they had a breaking point. Justin Bieber. It could have happened, with other things going on, but Justin Bieber, Britney Spears.
Right. And then, then there's like the flip side where like people like Katy Perry, in Part of Me, that her documentary movie from like 2011, when she broke up with Russell Brand and was like inconsolable, like bawling, and the fans are all cheering for her to come out on stage, and her team is like, come on. And they're just like, she just needs 5 more minutes. And she literally like peels her like crying self off. And it's like, we praised her for that. We were like,
yes,
wow,
girl,
you really pushed
it.
through. Yeah. And like, she seems to be doing okay, but it's like, imagine what that did to her.
Yeah.
And we watched it and we were like, yes, girl, you got, fuck Russell Brand. You did it. But it is like, that was a human who literally had to pretend in front of a crowd of like, where I think she was in Rio.
Yeah.
For that one, whatever. It was crazy. So it's like, that's the flip side too, is it's like, we're like, push through, do your job.
Yeah. And so many of those artists, like, how many of your favorites are like just doing so many drugs to be able to
100%.
put themselves up there and have a personality, and even the tiny bit of touring, I put in quotes, that I've done with the fitness marshal. When last year our regimen was like, fly out Thursday, we have a show, or sorry, fly out Friday, we have a show.
Nobu Monday.
Khloe Kardashian. We had a show. We fly out Friday. We have a show Saturday. We immediately get on a flight, and it's
after
like
the show.
Yeah, it's like meet and greet, show, meet and greet. Maybe not
Airport.
even shower. Like possibly not shower. Immediately go to the airport, get on a flight, get into the hotel at midnight, shower, do laundry because we had to wash our clothes that we were wearing because we wore all of our stuff every show.
Yeah.
Do a load of laundry. So we're maybe going to sleep at 1 a.m. Though the Sunday shows were daytime shows. So we had to be in the lobby by 9 a.m. Haley and I, hair and makeup ready. So we had to get up at 7:30. That tiny little bit. And then immediately after that show, jump on a plane to come back to LA.
Yeah.
That tiny little sliver that I saw, even I was like, not going to lie, I get why they're doing cocaine. I would never do it. Right. I'm afraid. But like, I was so tired. And that was the tiniest glimpse into it. And so I can understand like how these people get into drugs just to get them to get out of bed in the morning and like do their thing. So it's like, we see that happen time after time with all these huge artists, and we're not like, hey, we should let them take a moment.
Right.
And then when they do like what she's doing, do I think that her tone and the way she's saying it like is like the most endearing? Not really. But like what she's saying is she's like, I'm taking control of my life and like I can't do it.
Well,
so
I will say
I have come around a little bit.
There is a shift, I think, happening in the music industry, obviously, because everything, but also in the sense that like Beyonce and Swift had the biggest tours, arguably, of the last year and a half. Mm-hmm. Neither of them did meet and greets or VIP experiences. They just did their show and then they left. I think we're gonna be seeing a lot more of that. Less fan to artist interaction for the artist to protect their, because like. Even in the little bit I was helping pre-leaving Queen Herbie, thinking of her meet and greets, and then just like because she was a touring artist, like hearing how much that takes out of you as an artist and your experience too. It's just like
because it's lovely to meet,
of course,
and
but
it's like
it is
so
energy.
nice.
It's an exchange of energy, and it's a lot. But that also ties into the next thing, which was
burnout for ourselves personally.
I actually have a lot to say on burnout because
take it away.
So. Emily, as an avid listener, you know that I'm currently off camera and in a self-development program. This is because, well, a lot of things accumulated, but one of the biggest things is I didn't realize is that I was completely burnout. That I had no strength left in my soul. And it was because I was emotionally burnout, I was physically burnout, spiritually burnout, and I didn't know that's what it was. And this program that I'm in is basically repairing that and teaching me how to build healthy structures in my life so that I can be a fulfilled, functioning human who doesn't experience burnout. I mean, this is one part of the program, but the very first thing that I did in this program that I'll share with you guys is I basically had to write down every single thing I do in my day. And then all of my habits, anything from like I have to have a Coke Zero to I have to be at the gym at 3 p.m. or whatever my habits were, right? Mm-hmm. And then we kind of go through these habits together and decide which ones are healthy habits and which ones are probably bad habits. And then my coaches created a kind of schedule for me, and I have certain check-in points and whatnot. It was very tedious, and I was very like eye-rolly about it for the first couple weeks. Now I cannot imagine, like I have made it very clear. There's this one specific app that I use in the program where I will continue to use it after the program, because what I have realized in this time that I've had pretty much to myself for the last 2 months is just how much of life I wasn't actually paying attention to because I was hustling. I was a hustler mentality. Everything was a hustle. It was like the next gig, the next job, the next friend hang, it was like always like move, the next relationship, whatever. That when it comes to burnout, for me, I realized that structure is incredibly important. The key to not getting burnout is having structure and sticking to it, in my opinion, because now I've experienced both ends of it. Mm-hmm. I'm kind of blessed right now and cursed to be in a period of time where I do have a lot of time on my hands, and I'm able to put a lot of effort into creating these habits for myself so that I can avoid burnout at all costs. Because you don't realize it, Allison, you're probably burnout too. You just don't know it.
Yeah.
Or maybe you do know it, but you don't realize the impact it has. That like what you're describing, Emily, with uni and 2 jobs and family functions, like there always comes a breaking point. That's another thing that I've learned in this program is like burnout is a feeling that we all experience, but a breakdown comes after burnout is after your burnout is so intense that like your body just can't function anymore.
Yeah.
So
just
my
like
recommendation is this is the hard part, right? Or the challenging part. In order for me to create a space for myself where I don't experience burnout again, I had to change my sleep schedule. So for me, regardless of when I go to bed, I am waking up at 7 a.m. And okay. I'm still a night person. I will always be a night person. I'm rarely falling asleep before 1 a.m. But it doesn't matter. Even if I have to take a power nap in the day, my alarm goes off. I get up, and I'm committed to it. Sometimes I have to get up earlier for other things, but lately it's been 7 a.m. The alarm goes off. I very begrudgingly get out of bed and I start my routine. Yeah. Because for me and living in LA and the things I do, the morning is the least busy time. And before it was like up till 3, up till 4 a.m., sleep as late as humanly possible, and then have an hour to wake up and then get to whatever the gig was. Yeah. Now it's get up at 7, actually eat something. Yeah. I do my gratitude journal, success, or the things whatever, part of my program. Yeah. And then it's like, oh, okay, now it's 9 a.m. and I still have a couple hours before I need to get to work on things. Yeah. Now I can literally just like be a human. And I haven't experienced that kind of a relief. Even on vacations, I have not ever like fallen into that. So
are you sleep late on vacations, or are you like a get up and do activities?
I'm somewhere in the middle. Like I don't like to waste the day, but I don't like to I went to Mexico with Megan, and Megan was up with the sunrise every day. Like no,
she's up. Early.
She's up. She's like, I'm taking full advantage of this situation. I commend her for it. But I truly think like I'm sure you seem like you're a pretty detail-oriented gal just because of how your schedule is. But if there's any way you can find an hour in the morning, it's what it is for me. Maybe it's going to be nights for you.
Yeah.
That's literally just you journaling or something. I've noticed for me, like writing things out, structure. It's structure. Sounds like you have structure, but if you're not including self-care in the structure, that's where burnout is going to happen. You've got to include self-care.
Yeah.
And I just never was.
I think for me right now, burnout for me is usually like having to do with social media and having to post on social media because it's a part of the job is what gets the most daunting for me. Because like, I don't want to, sometimes I'm just like, I don't want to do that.
Right. Of course.
And because like the dancing part is fun for me because that's always what it's been about for me. Like I just wanted to dance and like I
just want to dance.
I just like was able to have a job that was dancing, but what comes with it is the social media side of it. And like sometimes I get so sick of having to post and having to like do that. And I feel like that's where I get burnt out. And for me, sometimes it's like I like just want to be in bed or I just want to like whatever. And I think for me, what works is if I say for me one more time, I'm going to.
But for me,
I think setting a goal for like one thing on a day where it's like, I don't want to do anything. Like I literally do not want to do one thing. Like I'm sick of everything. Mm-hmm. If I set a goal for just like one thing that will be helpful to me and I stick to doing it, usually it is some sort of moving my body. It could be like, I can't bring myself to go to a class.
Yeah. Okay.
I can't go to CrossFit. I can't go to a dance class today. I'm just going to go on a nice long walk.
Yeah.
If I do that, then I usually come back from that being like, okay, I feel like I could do a little something else. Like I've gotten the endorphins going or whatever. Sure. And like I have like a little bit more in me that I could wash the dishes. I could, you know, do a load of laundry, that kind of thing. Cause those kind of things like chore like things are what get pushed to the side for me when I'm overwhelmed.
Yeah.
And so like, I think setting a goal of at least one thing that you know will be beneficial to you, I think is helpful for me.
Yeah.
Wait, what? I feel like I was going to say something else.
That's, I think, kind of falls under self-care.
Yeah.
It's really fair. Like prioritizing something.
Yeah. It's just like set an attainable goal.
Yeah.
So for you, you're saying like for you got up, you're like, I'm going to get up at this time. Like that is a goal for you. It is attainable. You can do it.
Correct.
Did you want to?
Am I
want
tired?
To every?
No, absolutely not.
And that's setting your day up for more success.
Correct.
For me, I'm saying set a different type of goal because like,
oh, got you. Right.
To me, like, I don't think that's what's going to help me per se. So mine has to be a different goal, but I think we're essentially saying a similar thing. So there you go.
There you go, Emily. I hope
hopefully that answered. And send us the Australian quiz. We're not going to be good at it.
Yeah, we're not going to be good.
So you're just going to laugh.
I know about 4 things about it.
And I probably know the same or less.
Like I know that you guys do not say shrimp on the barbie.
That's a joke.
They say prawn.
Prawn?
Prawn. Am I wrong, Emily?
Well, no, we will know, I guess. I was going to say we'll never know. We will. So birthdays for today, which is October 28th.
Happy birthday.
There's actually a lot of famous people.
October 28th?
Yeah. Okay.
Ready?
I'm going to begin now.
Please, Allison, begin.
I took a pause. Okay, we have Frank Ocean. Are you going to guess these people's birthdays or are you just like...
No, I'm going to guess.
Sometimes you like to guess. Okay.
Do you like Frank Ocean?
Yeah.
I was literally thinking about him today because I got him confused with Kendrick Lamar. And then it made me think
music.
And then it made me think of that sound that went viral. Do you like Frank Ocean? Why are you trying to fuck?
Yeah, he makes... Big making music.
No, do you like Frank Ocean? Yeah, I like Frank Ocean. Anyway, Frank Ocean is 30.
Much older. Not much, but like older.
35?
37.
Okay.
I'm going to give you 2 guesses because we can't go all day with these.
We can't.
Bill Gates.
Bill Gates is 73.
Lower.
He's probably my dad's age, huh? 60.
69.
I was so close with the first one.
You were. I didn't say.
It's true.
I just said lower. Caitlyn Jenner.
Caitlyn Jenner is probably 75.
Yeah.
Nice.
Good job. Steven Nedorosik, who is the gymnast with the glasses, the pommel horse. Pommel horse Steven. 26.
Oh, wow.
My gosh, get it.
Crushing it.
Julia Roberts.
Julia Roberts is... She's either 59 or 61. I'm going to say she's like a little younger than my parents because, well, hold on. She was 27 when she was in My Best Friend's Wedding, which was in 1990.
Great movie.
Great movie.
Also, The
58.
Wedding Day is not her. It's, what's her name for Will and Grace, but also an underrated movie that you guys should watch.
Deborah Messing.
Deborah Messing.
It's still Dylan McDermott, though.
Oh, yeah, same guy.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
58.
So close. Lower.
57.
Yeah. Troyan Belisario. Did you meet her? Was she nice?
Who?
She's on Pretty Little Liars. She played the preppy prissy one. Preppy one. Not prissy. Preppy.
She played Spencer.
Spencer.
Yes,
yeah.
I did meet her because
Nepo baby. Her dad is he's like
I love her.
SVU or like one of those shows.
Okay.
Like he's like creator of one of those shows.
I have a funny story about her if you want to hear it.
Please.
But I will say I'm going to guess that she is 36.
A little higher.
38?
39.
39. So I did not watch the show Pretty Little Liars when I was first on the show Pretty Little Liars.
Yeah.
And so when I showed up to get in line to check in on set, did I already tell you this?
No, I'm just anticipating.
A girl walks up next to me and she was like, do you know if the makeup trailer is this way? Mm-hmm. And I was like, it is, but you have to check in. And she was so nice. And she was like, oh, okay. And just walked past me.
I'm the star of this show,
fucking
bitch.
her. But it was like 5 a.m. call time. I'm like, I just want to get my breakfast burrito. This is so annoying to check in with the rest of. Anyway, it was her.
I
and she
liked
was so
her.
nice. Yeah, she's lovely. And also, when the guy got her phone, do you remember that whole thing? At a music festival, and then he was like Snapchatting her. So
I don't know this story.
It's incredible. You should look it up. It's funny. It's like screenshots. She's like, well, someone found my phone, and he was like so lovely, and she was like living vicariously through him at a music festival through her phone. Anyway.
She's also married to a guy from Suits. If you care.
Good. Awesome.
But P.S., what was your favorite character on You didn't watch.
I did watch after I was on it.
Okay. What was your favorite one of the girls? Because I think Spencer was my favorite.
Who?
I think I like Spencer and Hannah. I freaking hated Emily.
Shay Mitchell?
Shay Mitchell's character was Emily.
Is it really?
Yeah.
How have I forgotten
Hated
that?
her character. I like her, and I like her in other things. Hated Emily.
I love the lesbian arc, but...
For sure. That was, like, interesting. But
her Canadian really shone through. Like, they didn't work on her accent.
They just made her so annoying.
What are you talking about?
They just made her annoying.
Sorry? It is Emily. Now I hear it.
I think it was her first, like, thing.
I loved Toby.
Yeah.
No, I really liked Hannah. I liked Hannah's character development and how she became what she became. And then I think you and I tried to watch the new spinoff series. We tried. It was not good.
It wasn't good. Anyway, next, okay. Joaquin Phoenix.
I just watched Signs. And I just listened to him on the podcast. Great podcast, by the way, if you guys like conversations with like intelligent conversations with celebrities. Talk Easy with Sam Fragoso. So Joaquin Phoenix is 52.
He's 50.
50. Okay. Happy. Oh, there's more. Okay.
There's more. Do you know who Annie Potts is?
She was
in. You would see her. She was on Designing Women, Ghostbusters, Pretty in Pink. She's been in a lot.
Okay.
You recognize her?
Not really.
Oh, weird. Then I'll just tell you, she's 72.
Okay.
Brad Mondo, hairstylist influencer.
Yep. Brad Mondo. He is Please don't come for me because he looks like I think that he looks an age that he isn't. So he's probably 40.
Brad, I'm so sorry. Much younger. He's not listening, so don't worry.
Much younger?
Much.
26?
Okay, not that. He's 30.
I am picturing Chaz Dean.
Who is that?
On all the billboards in LA, the hairstylist Chaz Dean.
Chaz?
Brad Mondo. Now I know who you're talking about. That makes sense. I would peg him for being 30.
Okay.
Do you see Chaz Dean?
It's not loading.
Still?
No.
Okay, whoa.
But I'll look him up.
Yeah, you should. He's like, when you exit Franklin, he has like a permanent billboard when you're going into Hollywood, and he's like exactly what you picture.
Okay. Is he also blonde?
Yes. Tan to the gods, filled to the gods.
I think I can picture that.
Brad Mondo's the one that people would be like, yes, I know.
He
who
would
you're talking
like
about. Yes,
roast
yes, yes,
people's
yes, yes, yes,
hair.
yes, yes.
Yeah.
People would do their hair and be like, sorry, Brad Mondo.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Next, Matt Smith.
Yes. Famously known for playing baseball on the. Who is he?
No, Matt Smith is from Game of Thrones spinoff.
House of the Dragon.
House of the Dragon.
Who?
The main guy.
Doctor Who?
Maybe. I didn't watch Doctor Who, so I don't know. Yes, Doctor Who.
Oh, okay. So, what a very normal, basic white dude name, Matt Smith.
Matt Smith?
Matt Smith. Well, I'm Alex.
He's also in The Crown, just in case you wondered. You didn't watch that?
He definitely played like young Charles, right?
Yeah.
He's 43.
42.
I was gonna say
sorry.
42.
Dang it. I forgot the game.
It's okay.
Brad Paisley. Do we like him? Has he done anything bad? I feel like he has. So,
No, Brad Paisley?
yeah, I don't know.
He's fallen off the face of the earth regardless. Wasn't he married to Renee Zellweger?
I thought he was married to another artist.
Brad Paisley. Oh, Brad Paisley, he's fine. He's married to Kimberly, actress, right?
Kimberly actress. Kimberly Williams Paisley.
Yeah.
What does she do? Kimberly Williams. Do I know her?
She's like one of those actresses that's in everything.
Oh my gosh. She's in Father of the Bride. She's the
Yes.
Okay.
She's the daughter in Father of the Bride.
Okay. What's your guess?
Brad is 50.
A little higher.
52.
Yes, 52.
Okay.
And finally, speaking of Game of Thrones, Gwendolyn Christie.
Gwendolyn. We were just reminiscing on her in No.
You and I have not talked about her recently at all.
Who is she playing in Game of Thrones?
She's the tall one in Game of Thrones.
Lannister?
No.
Cersei?
No.
Catelyn Stark?
No.
Oh, Gwendolyn.
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 She's the tall one.
She's the knight.
Yeah.
She's in the newest Hunger Games movie too. She is,
yeah. And she's in Wednesday.
Love her. She is 40.
Mildly higher.
43. 5. 6.
46.
46. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's all. There's a lot of celebs
A lot of
born
birthdays
on October
today.
28th, which is today.
28th. Happy birthday to you.
Yes.
Wow.
Well,
And with that, let's try to end this podcast by only saying one word each.
Okay.
Okay.
Well,
That's
the
show.
thanks
For
listening,
or
watching,
we
love,
you.
please,
Subscribe,
and
leave,
a
speak.
pipe.
Thanks.
See you later. Oh.
Okay.
Okay, bye.
Bye.